What's going on, guys? It's me, Juliana Fan 2016 here, and today we have a very different video for you guys. So this video, it's not really in the lines of monoplane content or one of my flight reports, but I'm gonna be going for something different, as today I'll be covering SMForward. So it's like I'm gonna go into what SMForward is, so I'm just excited to talk about this. Of course, me being a local to Sacramento, I would always go to Sacramento International Airport to do some plane spotting and see the infrastructure of SMF in general, from all the operations to all what the airport has to offer in terms of passenger comfort and all the other stuff on this airport. But here we have SMForward. So this was announced last year and I didn't got a chance to cover it, but I'm about to right now. So with that being said, I hope you guys are excited for today's video. So let's talk about SMForward. So what is SMForward? So basically what that is, it's like SMF's expansion in the next couple of years. So it says tomorrow's airport now arriving. So let me read this paragraph for you guys. So Northern California's favorite airport experiencing hang on, let me read it again. So Northern California's favorite airport experience is about to get even better with plans to launch 6 major expansions over the next 5 years, and approximately $1.3 billion improvement will take SMF to new heights and new levels of awesome. So this whole project costs $1.3 billion. Quite a lot of money, but it's gonna be worth it once SMForward, or SMForward as well I like to call it, is complete. And we're gonna see SMF in a very new look. It's gonna be a very new look for SMS. So this is gonna be exciting for the airport. Of course, once again, me being local, this is exciting news to see SMF expanding to newer, they're gonna be doing something new to the airport. They're gonna change things up a bit, so I'm just super excited to see that. So with that being said, let's get into some pictures. So it says project highlights. So your favorite airport is about to get even better. So it views the project map, which I'll pull it up right here. So this is the project map of SMForward. So as you can see, a lot of new stuff that's going to be happening for the airport. So let's get started with a couple of things. So we're going to get started with a ground transportation center, which is this part right here. So I'm thinking this could be where all the buses would be. So they would place the buses, or just because whenever I come to the airport, I would always travel via the bus, and then it takes me to the terminals. And maybe we might get a I think this ground transportation center, it's gonna stop there, and then we just go to the airport just like that. So really cool to see right there. Or maybe this can also be for Uber and taxi drivers right there. So that's exciting to see for the airport in general. Next up, we have Terminal A expansion. There's nothing really too much new to Terminal A's expansion. I think they're just gonna expand they might expand this part, and then they're also gonna expand this part right here. So there isn't really necessarily changes to the airport in terms of Terminal A. So Terminal A remains the same. There's no gate extensions or gate expansions right here. Next up, we have a new Terminal A exit road. So this is the new Terminal A exit road, the road right there. So it leads to here, and then it extends all the way over here, and then it leads all the way to right there. So I think I may have already went through this road. I'm not sure if that's completed, but here it is. But if it's completed or in progress, then it is in progress of building. Alright, so now that's that. Now we're getting to the exciting parts right here. So let's begin with the Terminal B parking garage. So they're gonna construct a parking garage for Terminal B, so it's much closer. So this is the Terminal A parking garage. As you can pretty much see, it connects to Terminal A, but you have this portion right here that connects to Terminal B. So right now, SMF only has one parking garage, but with the addition to Terminal B's parking garage, it might be more easier to connect to Terminal B when you get to one of your flights that leads to Terminal B. So I'm just super excited to see that. Also, I'm excited to see some new spotting locations. So this will be a new plane spotting location for SMF. I always do like plane spotting at the Terminal A parking garage, which is fun. But I'm excited to see what Terminal B's parking garage has to offer. So there is like a small structure right there. It's kind of like a tower. It's kind of like where it has stairs, and then there's an elevator that leads to like the upper floors of Terminal B. But with the parking garage, I think that might be going away, and then it'll pretty much be replaced with the Terminal B parking garage right there. So it will function similar to the Terminal A. Of course, you have all this like spiraling, like the spirals that would like you would go to when you go up and down. I think that's also going to be there as well, so that's really cool to see right there. We're also going to be having a Consolidated rental car center. So this is where like all the rental cars will be. So you'll after you arrive at your airport, if you don't have a car like or anyone to pick up, then you can just rent a car right there. So you can go to the rental car center right here, and then you can rent your car, and then you can drive around the city of Sacramento. And now we're getting into the very fun part. So this can be my favorites right here, and they made some very nice upgrades to Terminal B. So we're gonna get started with the additional gates for Concourse B. So we're gonna get like this extended piece of Terminal B. So that's gonna be changing right there. So far like it runs all the way through here, but with the addition to more gates, more flights are going to be coming in, and I'm excited to see what SMF has to offer in terms of new routes. Probably we're going to get more frequency, more like flight businesses. I'm thinking that's what's going to happen when we get an additional expansion to Concourse B, excuse me. But I'm excited to see that coming into fruition. And yeah, construction isn't starting yet as of this recording, but hopefully it will soon. And possibly my favorite part about this expansion is the pedestrian walkway. So rather than just like having the monorail will actually still be there, in case you're wondering. But we're also going to be getting a pedestrian walkway as well. So that's a nice addition to the passengers if they want to walk to Terminal B or take the light rail or the, what's that? Oh yeah, the automatic people mover. So you have like an option. So you can choose that one or the pedestrian walkway. But regardless, really exciting stuff to see right there, and I'm excited to see what this expansion has to offer. So that's it for the overall layout and the map right there. Now let's get into a couple of more stuff. So of course you got the pedestrian walkway, and improved ADA compliant or ADA complaint. Hang on, I'm trying to. An improved ADA compliant. There we go. Compliant walkway for all visitors between Terminal B and Concourse B, built with future expansion in mind. So the construction construction should begin in the summer of 2024. So we're kind of like a few months away from that, and the expected opening day would be winter of 2025. So they also did provide a video. I also have the video on YouTube. So here is what the Concourse B is going to look like. So this is the YouTube link, or the YouTube video posted by SMS. So as you can see, well, before that, I want to show you like so here is what it should look like. So this is what it looks like right now. So SMF only has these automatic people movers, but then right here it will just get blocked by like glass, and then it shows you all the planes right there. But with the automatic people mover, once that's complete, then you'll see this, and you can just walk your way to Concourse B. So here's like what it will look like right there. You can see part of like the expanded, like the gates right there. And then you have all these escalators, like these straight escalators right there. I do like the infrastructure of this, like the walkway. It looks very nice. And then you can pretty much see all the planes right there. You can just walk, and then you can also go plane spotting here too. Once that's complete, I will make sure that I'll do some plane spotting in the walkway as well. And then probably these can be like, I'm guessing maybe they might be elevators, or they might also be bathrooms if I were to guess, but I'm not sure if that's right. But we just don't see like we have not seen like the full production. Once again, construction will start in 2024, summer 2024. So yeah, thinking this might be an elevator. Yeah, this could be like an elevator for the bottom area right there. And then you also got some escalators and the stairs right there. And then as we go on down, you can see, so as you can see, the automatic people mover is still there, but then you also got all the other windows right there. The windows are very big and they provide some nice natural sunlight, so probably around this area. Here's what it looks like. Here's another view of like the staircase and escalators right there. And then probably around this area, so if I were to plane spot here in SMF, then most likely I will go for like the bottom section, which basically leads to Terminal B, the security checkpoints. And yeah, given the fact that the planes are up close, then this should be perfect to like get some pictures from this side. So that's very cool right there. And of course the floors, excuse me. So the floors does look nice. And then after that, then it leads to the security checkpoint for TSA. And of course that's where the automatic people mover would end right there. And then as I skip to this part, it shows you like the full overview of the pedestrian walkway. So as you can see, a very nice structure once again, as I said a couple of times. And I'm looking forward to see if I can like, once that's complete, I'm looking forward to actually go through this walkway. Once again, like the Terminal B, the TSA security checkpoints is there. So basically like, I could just like go in the pedestrian walkway. And then once I reach TSA, then I can walk back. So really cool stuff right there for SMF, and I'm excited to see the progression of the walkway once the construction begins. Once again, it'll begin in the summer 2024. Next up, we have the Terminal B parking garage. So it is an additional 4,500 to 5,500 parking spaces west of Terminal B. So as I previously mentioned, this is the Terminal B parking garage right there, so it'll add more parking slots for all the passengers or all the vehicles right there. And then you can see all these milestones. I'm not gonna read further too much on these. There isn't really anything too special other than just like all these like conferences and then all the additional stuff. But I will talk about the milestones once they get started with the construction, once they do the groundbreaking ceremony. So construction should begin in fall 2024, and the expected opening time should be somewhere around spring of 2026. Next up, we have the Ground Transportation Center, and it's a new exit allowing for better flow of traffic and a hub to allow for a more efficient shuttle system. So I think it was so in SMF, so I think I previously mentioned, but if you were to park in like one of like the parking lots right there, you would have to wait for a bus, and then the bus would take you from either Terminal A, and then it will go all the way to Terminal B. So I think chronological order, you would start at Terminal A first. There's like a section on like the road where it's just ground transportation only, and after the passengers get dropped off at Terminal A, then the bus would go into Terminal B, and it's kind of like similar. There's a certain specific roadway that is just ground transportation. So when we get the ground transportation center, then it's just gonna be all like the ground transportation. So that's what is gonna be happening right there. It should begin somewhere in spring 2024. So as of this recording, we're just like a couple of months away, or maybe like just a few days away or weeks away when the Ground Transportation Center begins construction. And the expected opening time is somewhere in between summer of 2026. And as for this one, next up we have the new Terminal A exit road, a new exit allowing for a better flow of traffic and a hub to allow for a more efficient shuttling system. So it's also going to begin the construction in spring of 2024, so we're just a couple of weeks away, and the expected opening time is basically the same. It basically falls on the same year and like time frame as compared to the Ground Transportation Center. So yeah, but other than that, we're just gonna see what happens in spring 2024, and I'm excited to see that coming to fruition. And of course, as I previously mentioned, we have the additional gates for Concourse B. So additional gates, additional ticketing areas, baggage claim carousels, and office space. So construction should begin in winter 2024, and the expected opening time is spring of 2027. And then next up we have Terminal A expansion. So this goes into like the expansions for Terminal A and B. And yeah, of course, everything's the same. And yeah, basically everything's pretty much the same. They should all begin construction in winter 2024, and they should all be completed by spring of 2027. So nothing to go into much right there. Next up, we have the Consolidated Rental Car Center. So relocation of our rental car facilities to the terminal area for a streamlined experience. So yeah, I think it was somewhere in between like the center of the airport. So I'm guessing, okay, here I'm pulling back this. So I'm thinking it's somewhere, oh boy, maybe it was somewhere right here if I were to guess. That's where like the rental cars would be. So I think they're just gonna expand that if I were to take a guess. Or yeah, they're just relocating. So I'm not sure. Maybe there was right here. I'm not really quite sure where the rental car, like the previous rental car center was. So this is their relocation right there, and it's just close to the terminal area. So construction should begin by fall 2025, and the expected opening time is later. Like there's nothing, they didn't like have a specific day on when that's going to be opening or what specific time frame. So we don't know much about the rental car center as of late, but hopefully we do soon once more updates get added for SMForward. And then you got all the opportunities right there. They're just like downloaded files. So when I click this, it just like downloaded files. So you can check it out on the link. I'll also provide this link to this website on the description of this video, and you can check it out. And then request for qualification terminal B parking garage project. So all that stuff is right there. And then you got the SMF press releases right there. So they just like send in some latest news for SMF right there. So January 18th is the latest one. Sacramento International Airport advances in critical funding programs. So SMF became one of the first airports in the nation to process to the creditworthiness phase of the TIFIA process. So, and then you got like all the previous news or the press releases from 2023. And then you can view all the press releases from SMF right there. And then in the news, get news about SMForward in the media, so you can check those out as well. And yeah, some updates in regards to the project and all that. Resources, and then you can also click your resources right there. Now we'll get into a video. Well, this portion right here is the construction corner. Check out the process photos of our renovated as they happen, step by step. So this photo shows like the renovation of the bathrooms they had. So they did renovate the bathrooms. I actually ended up going into like one of the renovated bathrooms in Terminal A, and it looks absolutely very nice. So as you can see, this is what the construction looks like, the progress as it goes. And then you got another, so this is the Terminal A restroom facelift. So here's another look at the picture right there. And then you got a couple of more pictures right there. This is where the sink area is, and this is where all your toilets will be. And then here's some more pictures right there. You got all the construction people right there. More progress on this. I'm not sure if this is like another bathroom, like a bathroom area. And then you got all this other extra stuff right there. I'm not sure what these are, but I know like the bathrooms were renovated in Terminal A, so yeah. And then you got all the various, yeah, that's pretty much it for the pictures right there. So that's all the pictures that are listed in the construction corner. And then you also got this right here. So let me read all the, well, you can just like read all this. You can pause and read, but I'll read you some highlights. So as you can see, nothing really too much. It's split into 3 phases, and then yeah. First phase includes the downstairs restrooms near the Starbucks, combined with a large men's and women's restrooms near gate Alpha 15. And the next phase will be a restroom on the other side of the Starbucks, which I think that was the one I went to. So I went into like the renovated bathroom near the Starbucks in Terminal A. So once again, it looks very fantastic. And the third and last phase will be the remaining 2 restrooms in the other side of the food court. So that's inside after you go past the security checkpoint. Phase 1 is complete, Phase 2 is ongoing, and Phase 3 is scheduled to start by mid-April 2024 and be completed by October 2024. So as I read Phase 1 again, the first phase includes the downstairs restrooms next to the Starbucks combined. Okay, so this is the one I was referring to. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is the one I was referring to. So it was Phase 1 that I saw that's completed. So Yes, I did went to that restroom. Well, of course, to do my usual duties right there. Not gonna go into too much detail about that because, yes. But I did get to see the restroom. I'm not sure if I can, I'm not sure if I can try providing some pictures for you guys about the restroom, but if I do, then here are the pictures right now. And once again, it looks very fantastic. I love the placement of the sinks. The overall layout of the bathroom looks much better than the previous one, let's just say that. And overall, I like to see it right there. And once again, phase 2 is ongoing and phase 3 should start by April 2024. And then you got the SMForward logo right there. SMForward, tomorrow's airport, now arriving. So yeah, that's pretty much it for like this website. Now I also got a couple of websites to show you. So here's like an article or like a full on, this is like an article on SMForward. So you can read this. So this was published on February 1st of 2023 at 11:07 a.m. And it says SMF launches a $1.3 billion expansion project SMForward. So you can read all of this. I'll also provide this like link in the description of this video as well. And then you also got Simple Flying's article of SMForward. So as you can see, looking very nice. Here's a picture of Terminal B. You got Bravo 19 and Bravo 17 right there with all the Southwest planes. And then you can also check all these out. And then here's like a look at some reference images right there. And then you got a quote. So here, let me read this quote for you guys. So, the airport experience is the first impression many people see when they arrive in Northern California, and the last as they leave. SMForward will change the airport's skyline, but it also sets the stage for the airport's growth and our region as a whole. And this is by Cindy Nicole, Director of Sacramento County Department of Airports. And then you can also see, like, of course, as I talked about already, the economy lots, and then all the airport transit, the ground transportation, and then you can see all the quotes right there. SMForward represents the continued implementation of SMS Master Plan, which the Sacramento County Board approval of supervisors in February 2022. The plan evaluated past and projected passenger growth along with infrastructure needs as a basis of developing a plan to accommodate that growth. TJ Chen, Deputy Director of Airport Planning and Development. And then Chen added, in addition to the roadways and gates, the master plan anticipates the additional facilities and airfield infrastructure needed to meet the growing demand for air travel. So very cool to see some stuff right there. And here is like a picture on SMF's X page of the highlights they have of the announcement of SMFforward right there. So you got all the pictures right there. And that's it for like the Simple Flying article. So I'm just super excited to see what SMFforward has to offer, and I'm really excited to see SMF continuing to grow as an airport here in Northern California near the Sacramento area. Of course, it is a mid-sized airport, so for a mid-sized airport, that is just absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to see what the progress of the construction has. I'm really excited to see the pedestrian walkway beginning construction soon. I'm excited to see Terminal B's parking garage as well, and overall, with SMFforward being done by 5 years from now, we're gonna see a new airport and a new look for SMF that I'm just super excited to see. And I'll make sure to document every single history or basically document the progress of SMForward when I go to SMF to do some plane spotting. But other than that, I'm really excited to see this progression for SMF, and I'm just super excited to see all the progress on this whole project as a whole. So I'll provide some, as I've talked about already, whenever I do some plane spotting at SMF, I will go over the progress on what SMFforward had to offer, what the progress of that project is, and I'll also do that on my Instagram stories as well. So once again, we're gonna see, you can expect I think you can expect me talk about SMForward in a couple of videos. So I'm really excited to do that, and I hope you guys are excited to see SMF. If ever you go to SMF, then I hope you guys are excited to see the new look for SMF within 5 years, and I'm just super excited once again to see the new look of SMF in the future. So that's gonna do it for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. And don't forget to check out, don't forget to stay tuned. Well, what am I saying? Oh yeah, stay tuned for the next SMForward update coming in the future, and I'm excited to document this project for you guys. So, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.